What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Brian Mello with Marty's Buick, GMC, and Chevrolet, and in today's video, we're talking new Buick Skylark and asking the all-important question of this series, would you buy one? So let's get into it. All right, so first introduced in 1953 as a limited production model to celebrate Buick's 50th anniversary, the Skylark was a high-end convertible based on the Buick Roadmaster. This inaugural model, outfitted with a powerful 322 cubic inch V8 and a myriad of luxury features, was notable for its unique styling, which included a sweeping side body line and the lack of the iconic Buick venti ports. For some, the Buick Skylark holds a special place in America's automotive history, serving as a symbol of luxury, style, and power. Due to the car's high price and limited production, unfortunately, the Skylark did not achieve immediate commercial success, with its initial production actually coming to an end in 1954. Nevertheless, it was revived in 1961 as part of Buick's new compact line that shared the same chassis as the Pontiac Tempest and Oldsmobile F85. This generation of Skylark, now a compact car, featured innovative technology for the time, such as an aluminum V8 engine and the turbine drive automatic transmission. By 1964, the Skylark had been transformed again, this time into a midsize car, and soon became an icon of the muscle car era. The 1965 Grand Sport version in particular was equipped with Buick's 401 cubic inch nailhead V8, making it a potent competitor in the performance car market. This era also saw the Skylark gain a two-door coupe model and various hardtop versions as well. In the 1970s and 80s, like many American cars, the Skylark was downsized and redesigned several times in response to the oil crisis and changing consumer preferences. It ranged from being a compact car to a midsize car, and then back to a compact car again. Throughout this time, it did maintain its reputation as a premium vehicle within its class, featuring things like high-quality interiors and advanced features for the time, like electronic touch climate controls. After 1985, the Skylark was redesigned with a more aerodynamic, futuristic look, a far cry from its muscular origins, to say the least. This was an era defined by front-wheel drive configurations and fuel-efficient engines in response to the consumer demand. Fast forward to the late 90s, the Skylark received a design update to bring it back to, I guess you could say, a more traditional look. But by 1998, after 45 years and multiple generations, Buick ceased production of the Skylark. Throughout its existence, the Buick Skylark represented the shifts in American automobile taste and technology. From the glamorous luxury convertible of the 1950s to the muscle car of the 1960s, then from the practical family car of the 70s and 80s to the modern aerodynamic vehicle of the 90s. The Skylark mirrored and often pioneered the times. But what if GM and Buick decided to bring the Skylark back into production today, resurrecting the nameplate but focusing on its muscle car DNA in an effort to bring a spotlight to the Buick brand? After all, I think we can all agree that Buick could use just a little bit of spice into their lineup. Well, as luck may have it, I wasn't the only one thinking about this, because it turns out that the guys over at hotcars.com published this, a redesigned Buick Skylark. And the title to their write-up, which I'll leave a link for in the description below, said, quote, "If we had one wish, it would be for this Buick Skylark," end quote. And I think I'm inclined to agree. This rendition of the Skylark pays homage to the second-generation Skylark in a pretty big way. We've got that long crease down the body that starts from the front fender all the way down to the rocker panel. We've got the vents behind the front wheels. We've got rectangular taillights in the back, and it also looks like we've actually got a more modern rear diffuser setup. And then, judging by the quad-tipped exhaust, I'm going to go ahead and say it's safe to say this would just have to be powered by the 6.2-liter V8 currently in use with the C8 Corvette Stingray, right? Yeah, right. I'm glad we agree. Timothy Emanuel, the artist who created this design, goes by the name Adri or Adri53 Customs on Instagram. I'll leave a link to his Instagram account below as well. But he gave us a few different renditions of the car, showcasing different color schemes and wheel designs. And I'm gonna be honest, I've never been much of a gold car fan, but this thing pulls it off really well. And that could all be thanks to these black split-spoke wheels wrapped in white lettered BF Goodrich radial tires. I don't know about you, but those tires always give me that retro vibe, so that could be it. But I do also really like the car in white with a black roof, or even better, make that roof in carbon fiber. Behind the wheels, we've got a set of red Brembos, and if we look at the front, which is arguably for me the best angle of the car, we've got massive air inlets in the lower valance with a well-defined front splitter, functional hood scoop, and modern LED day running lights, which I am very happy to see don't span across the entire front end. Overall, I've got to say, I'm really loving this design and how this artist managed to blend the past and the present nearly flawlessly, at least for me. But let me know what your thoughts are and answer the all-important question of this series: would you buy one? As always, I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you made it this far into the video, don't forget to smash that like button. It helps me out in a huge way. Subscribe, of course, if you haven't already. Be sure to check out martysparts.com for all your GM OEM parts needs, and I'll catch you all in the very next video. Thanks again for watching, and take care.